Namaste students. Now in the last session we discussed about what is a transportation problem, and we know that we present a transportation problem in a rectangular format, and what are the terms we used or different types of some basic concept which we use in the problem, that also we discussed, and which are the methods. There are mainly we use two techniques, that is according to your syllabus we learn the two techniques, that is northwest corner rule and matrix minima method. So we'll start with the northwest corner rule today. Now see the problem here in the first problem. Northwest corner rule. Here are the problems of northwest corner rule. Now find an allocation of available sources by northwest corner rule and compute the transportation cost. We have to after allocation we have to find out the transportation cost. Then is the solution is degenerate. We have to check whether solution is not degenerate or degenerate. Now see the problem. The destinations are given. Mainly 4 destinations are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there are how many sources are there? 3 sources are there. Then availability. Now 300 quantities of goods are available in this first source. This source we can take it as factory. For example, we take this is the factory 1. Here factory 2, here factory 3. Now, in factory 1, we have 300 quantities of goods, available goods. Factory 2, 400 quantities of goods are available. Then factory 3, there are 500 quantities of goods are available. Now, these are the available quantities in these different factories. Now, where we need to transfer? We have to transfer these 4 destinations. 4 destinations are there. Now destinations will be your distributors or whom you have to transfer. We may take as distributor 1, distributor 2, distributor 3 or distributor 4 or any of the wholesalers. Now in this first destination, what is their requirement? They require their 250 quantities of goods, but what is the availability? We have 300. Now second destination, they require 350. They have 350 quantities of goods. It is their requirement. Now, third destination, they require their 400 quantities of goods, and fourth destination, they require their 200 quantities of goods. That is their requirement. Now we have to see, we have to transfer this from, if you want to transfer from first factory to the first destination, what is the cost? Cost is 3 there. Cost is rupees 3. So these are the cost available. These are the cost available if you want to transfer to different destination. From second source to first destination, this is the cost. From third source to first destination, this is the cost. So now we have to allocate the units based on the availability and requirement by seeing availability and requirement, which is minimum. That we have to allocate here. Now, actually, solution starts from here. You have to draw solutions or you have to write solutions from here. But it is better to use one rough format. This problem we can use it as a roughly. You have to make one more. You have to write once again problem, and along with that you have to do. Otherwise, it is difficult to understand. In between, you may get confused. So this problem I will take as a roughly, I will take this problems as a reference. Then at last, once again after allocating, you have to prepare once again one more table you have to prepare. Now since which method we have to follow there? We have to follow their northwest corner rule. Now firstly we have to write start from northwest corner cell, which is the northwest corner. Northwest corner is this corner. We are starting here problem from the corner, and that's also northwest corner. This is the northwest corner. What is that cell? As I said, you have to take source first, then you have to take destination. Source first means firstly you have to take row, then you have to take column. So northwest corner column, that cell is 1, 1. Which cell? 1, first row and first column, or else first source and first destination. That is cell 1, 1. Then allocate x x11. What is this x? X is nothing but what we are allocating. That allocation we represent in the form of x. Allocate x11 is equal to minimum value only we can allocate. Now what we have to say? See there, in this particular cell, what is the availability? First you have to write availability, that is 300. Then what is the requirement? That is 250. Requirement is 250 in this. Now availability is 300. We have 300 quantities of goods. What is our requirement for this particular system? Requirement is 250. Can we satisfy their requirement? Yes, we can satisfy their requirement. Their requirement is 250, which is minimum you have to write here. Because we can only what we have within that. If they ask, we can do more than that, we cannot do. If they ask 300, if they ask here 400, we can give only 300. 400 we cannot do because we don't have. In this two, you have to write which one is minimum for your easy understanding. Which one is minimum? Now, what do we allocate? We allocated 250 in the cell x11. We allocated x. This is x11. This is x11. We allocated 250 in the cell 1,1. Now, here we satisfy this requirement. Here this satisfy got over. Is there anything to satisfy here? No. So we have to cut this. This is for your understanding I'm getting here. Otherwise you will get confused. Even you have to solve this problem in this manner only. You have to write one table separately and you have to cut that. Which one gets satisfied, that you have to cut it. Now, after allocating 250, what will remain here? What will remain? 250 got over. 250 we allocated here. In this particular column, we have the 50 units is remaining. Now, nextly we have to write next allocation, or we can write second allocation. The second allocation is in the cell. Which cell? Which is the, now after this particular column got over. Now which is the corner cell? This is the corner cell. Which cell is that? 1, 2. That is 1, 2. First row, second column. For better understanding, I am telling, if I tell source and destination, you may get confused. Firstly, we need to take source. Firstly, we need to take row, then column. Row and column. So this one is first row, second column, or first source, second destination we have taken. Now allocate. Allocate x12. Now here we have to allocate. x12 is equal to minimum. Now see, what is the availability? Firstly we have to see row there. 50 availability in this particular this one. What is that requirement? Requirement is 350. What is minimum there? Minimum is 50. We can give only 50 because we have only 50 quantities of goods. So we are allocating here 50. Okay. Now which gets satisfied here? This particular row gets over. Now 50 we transferred here. See here column. What is remaining? Here 300 is remaining. What is remaining? 300 is remaining. Now 300 is remaining. Okay, second allocation over. Now third allocation. Third allocation is in the cell. Which cell? Now which is the corner cell? This got over this. Which is the corner one? This is the corner one. This and this got over. This is the corner, northwest corner. This is the corner. Which cell is that? 2, 2. Second row, second column. 2, 2. Then allocate x to 2 and see that row and column. Here we have to allocate what is the availability rate 400. Then What is the requirement? What requirement is remaining now? 50. Now 300 is remaining. Now in this 2, which is minimum? 300 is minimum. 300 is minimum. So we have to allocate here 300. Now see row and column which is satisfied. Here this particular column is satisfied since we allocated 300 there. Now if we take 300, what is remaining here? 100 is remaining. Okay. Now see which is the corner cell. These two columns got over, this row got over. Now this is the corner cell. Which is that cell? 2, 3. 2, 3. Now third, fourth allocation is in the cell which cell? 2, not 4, 2, 3. 2, 3. This is the corner cell, second row, third column. So allocate. Now allocate the value. Allocate x to 3 is equal to minimum. See there, which is minimum? Availability or requirement? What is the availability? 100 is remaining. 100 is remaining, and here 400 is requirement. 400 is our requirement, which is minimum here, is equal to 100. We can there. Okay, we can only availability is 100. So our requirement, only 100 units of requirement can be satisfied. So we have to allocate here 100. Now which gets over here? Availability column. Second availability column gets over. Now we allocated 100 here. What is remaining? 300 is remaining. Now next allocation. Now which is the here? Set 2 rows got over, 2 columns got over. Now this is the corner cell. Which is that cell? 3, 3. Now fifth allocation is in the cell 3, 3. Now allocate x 3 minimum. Now see, for this particular row here, what is their availability? 500. Availability is 500. Then requirement is 300 is equal to 300. We can satisfy their requirement. So here they are allocating 300. Now this allocation got over, sorry, this requirement got over. What will remain here? 300 we allocated here. Now 200 will remain. Now which cell is remaining? Only one cell, that is the last cell is remaining, and that is last allocation. I will write here. Last allocation is in the cell. Which is that cell? That cell is 3, 4. That is 3, 4. Now allocate x 3, 4 is equal to minimum. Now see there, row wise 200 and column wise 200. Here at last your availability, it matches with the requirement. 200, 200 is equal to, here it is 200. So at last your availability satisfied the required. Now nothing is remaining. So this kind of problem we call it as balanced problem. When after solving it, if your availability is equal to requirement. For example, if here 200, if here 300 means that is not balanced transportation problem. So here availability, your requirement, its availability satisfies the requirement. So this kind of problem we call it as balanced problem. Now what we have to do? Now we have got the allocations. Now write the allocations now. In which cell? First allocation, that is x11. What did we allocate? Is equal to 250. comma. Next allocation we have taken x22, x12, x12 that is 50. Then third allocation x22 that is 300. Then next x23 that is 100. Then after that x33 300. Then last allocation x34 that is 200. How many allocations over? Altogether 6 allocations over. Now we have to find out find an allocation of available sources. Now we completed with this northwest corner. By using northwest corner rule, we allocated there. Then compute the transportation cost. Now we have to calculate the transportation cost. Now once again we have to prepare this table and we have to present only this allocation. We have to present only the allocation. Now here destination and this side here comes sources. How many destinations are there? 4 destinations are there. We 4 add right availability. How many sources are there? 3 sources. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Requirement. Here requirement. Availability that is AI. Requirement is we present it as BJ. Now these are sources. Now write the availability. What was the initial availability? That is 300, 400, 500. 400, 500 and it is 200. This side the requirement 250, 350, 400, 250, 350, 400 and that is last one is 200. Now what you have to write? You have to write what we allocated here. Now here 3, the cost was, in the first cell it is 3 and there what we allocated? There we allocated 250. Here we allocated 250. Next allocation here it was, that is, here it is 250. Then next allocation here it is 300. What is the number? That is 6, I guess 6. Here it is 6. We allocated 300 there. Then here we allocated 100. Then this is in this cell. There we allocated 300. Then here we allocated 200. Now you check there whether it is satisfy the availability. See, availability was 300. How many? Here 250 plus 300. Yes. Then come to next one. 300 plus 100. 400. Then 300 plus 200. 500. Then column wise you check 250. Here 300 plus 50, 350. Here 400. Here 200. So this solution, as I said, it should satisfy 3 conditions. Then we can call it as a basic feasible solution. So this problem we can call it as a basic. It gives a basic feasible solution if it satisfies its availability as well as requirement. And also one more condition was there. Our allocation should be more than 0. Yes, all the allocations are. These are non-zero allocations. These are more than 0. So this solution we can call it as it is a basic feasible solution since it satisfies those 3 conditions. Conditions was 1, it has to satisfy the given availability, and also the second condition, it has to satisfy the given requirement, and also it should be more than 0. Yes, it is a basic feasible solution. Now find out transportation cost. How to find out transportation cost? As I said, that is how to find out sigma Cij into Xij. What is that Cij? Cij is cost. The cost of the different destinations to different sources. That is Cij. Xij is what we allocated here. So here first we take there 3 into 250 plus 1 into 50 plus 6 into 300 plus 5 into 100, then plus 3 into 300 plus 2 into 200. Now what do we get? When we multiply 3 into 250, we get there 750. Here it is 50. Then next we get as 1800. Next it is 500. Then here it is 900. Then at last that is plus 400. When we add, we get there 4400. So this is the transportation cost. Now we have to conclude here. How we need to conclude? The one more question is there. See, we got there altogether 3 questions are there. One we have to allocate by using northwest corner rule. The next one, find out the transportation cost. We found out the transportation cost. Then we have to check there. Is the solution is degenerate. How to check that is the solution is degenerate? As I said, there is one rule. I erase it here. Problem I erase. Like a note you have to write. You have to see that. What you have to see. Now, m plus n minus 1. What is m? M is nothing but sources. M is nothing but sources. You can understand it as m is row, n is column. How many sources are there or how many rows are there? There 3 rows plus how many columns? 4 columns. 4 columns minus 1. You will get there 6. Now you have to check whether now m plus n minus 1 is now number of non-zero allocations. We know that it is non-zero allocations, means more than 0 non-zero allocations. How many allocations we have done? 6 allocations. Now you have to check the number of non-zero allocations are whether less than m plus n minus 1 or more than m plus n minus 1. If we check there, here number of non-zero allocations are equal to m plus n minus 1. So this problem is of the type of non-degenerate. If number of non-zero allocations are lesser than this m plus n minus 1, then it is degenerate. For example, there are only 5 allocations. Only 5 allocations are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This allocation is not there. Then what do we get? Allocation is 5 and this is 6. In such case, we have to conclude the given transportation problem is of degenerate. Now here in this case, since these two are equal, now here we have to write since number of non-zero allocation is equal to m plus n minus 1 given transportation problem is non-degenerate. And obtained solution is basic feasible solution. As I said, it satisfies 3 conditions. It is a see here, basic feasible, the given transportation problem is non-degenerate and obtained solution is basic feasible solution. It's better to write this sentence first, then we can come to this. That also we can do. If you see a textbook, this sentence they have given in the beginning. Now, obtained solution is basic feasible solution. As I said, it satisfies three conditions. That it satisfies given availability and requirement. So it's a basic feasible solution. And here number of non-zero allocation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 allocations. These are equal to m plus minus 1. So given transportation problem is not degenerate. So this is about transportation problem. It looks bit lengthy, but it is easy. If you follow this method, it is easy. And this question comes for 5 marks. There are two methods, that is matrix minima and northwest corner. This problem will cover for next either northwest or matrix minima. Any one problem will be there. So you have to study this particular method. Now next we will see the same method will solve one more problem. I know that you might have confused, because I know students will get confused when we solve this problem for the first time. We will see some other problems also in the next session. So for today's session we can